Right then, so your left-hand one then, John, was before. Like I say, setup-wise now for me, looking very, very good. Obviously, when we're looking from this front side, we could see your grip was better. In the past, you've been guilty of a strong grip, right hand underneath, which would increase the hook. Now your grip is a lot more neutral, but there was still some this shape shots to start with, okay? You'd strike it well, and it would hook way to the left, and then you would just try to start swing out to the right, and then you hit the club ground first, somewhere back here, and you miss hit it, okay? So this is the swing going back here now. As you get to about, as you start turning now, the hands now at this point, your chest is kind of facing back towards the target. Look where your hands are. If we put that in line with your chest, your hands are going behind you, so your left arm's really pulling across your chest there. You're losing grip pressure, and look at that club face there. That's effectively aiming back towards the camera, yeah? So that's almost, and when you see the club in here now, 85, 90 degrees closed. So you've got to do a hell of a lot to try and recover that club, which involves a lot of kind of shoving out to the right there and just swinging following that yellow line there. So this drill, and I say it's 4 parts if you can do the downswing, 3 parts on the backswing, okay? Straight up there, there's a little bit of a kind of movement of an angle there, okay? Try and make sure, imagine there's a wall there, you wouldn't hit the wall, okay? So you're going straight up, you're not kind of going out to the side or moving it to the side there, okay? But effectively lifting the club up over your shoulders, yeah? So at this point now, your thumbs are underneath that grip, and the club head we can see now is pointing down, yeah? Mm-hmm. It's good. Now we put the turn in, okay? So we turn the shoulders, yeah? So your hands now are still in front of your chest. It's a little bit off centre because you did go a little bit off to the side, but certainly within the window of where you want to be, okay? And now you push your arms up there, okay? So from here now, you just push your arms out of the way. Look at the difference in that club face there now compared to that one. That one now, the club is pointing down more in line with your left forearm. The thumb's still underneath the shaft. I mean, the grip position hasn't really differed, but the club's twisting your hands because you've pulled your arms across and that hand is twisting, and that's where that club comes back to the ball really close. So from there, once that club face now was much more in a square position, we could then bring that golf club back down. Good strike of the golf ball there now, aiming obviously a little bit to the right, which is to be understandable obviously from the previous shot. Hits just right of the screen and then goes dead straight. And the thing I like, if we look at that club face here now and we release the club over here, it's on a nice angle back to the golf ball. Whereas this one over here, because you're swinging out to the right so much, as we start swinging through now, the club now is a lot more vertical, yeah? And the club's not really gone round the corner because you've not really turned. You're still trying to swing out to the right. So if looking down the line, if I'm here now, if I'm going up here and the club's in front of my chest, as I twist and turn through, the club now is working over here, yeah? Over my left shoulder with the club on that right angle. Yeah. If I'm trying to send it in this direction now and doing this, where's that club going to be? Very steep and basically in front of my head, yeah? So you're not that far up, but you're kind of in here somewhere when it should be more around the corner. But the thought of you swinging round to the left, I mean, just look at your right. I mean, those clubs there are effectively in the same kind of position. I mean, that one's probably gone a little bit further. You can just about see your hands. If I go back a frame, maybe there, that's probably the same position, right? Look at the difference in your foot. Yeah. This one, you've kind of come round the corner. Your body's rotating. You're trying to get around the corner, and the club face now here. This club now is vertical. This foot's still back here because you're still trying to go over that direction somewhere. And then eventually when you do come around the corner, it's like an afterthought and you see your hands sort of trying to hold on to the club face and like, please kind of go straight. Whereas this one here now, you just went and released it through and was like, yeah, happy days, club over your left shoulder. It looked it just looks a good swing, yeah? I mean, I know the backswing looks a little bit kind of disjointed. If we just look at it from the top of the backswing here and just play it, how smooth does that look? It's just like, and you did that 10, 15 times in a row, okay? Obviously what I would suggest, start by doing the 3, the turn, and then the push away. In time, this push away, we want to try and get rid of, so we would just do the arms up here now, rather than rest on the shoulder, we just put them in front up this way, and then turn. And then once you've got those 2 things done, then you try and blend the 2 together. So there'll be no kind of lift and turn, it'll just be just one continual movement that you'll do. Turn the shoulders, lift the arms, get that club. Can you just show me that second phase of the club? So in the second phase, so that's the first one, the lifting up. Yeah. And then the second phase would obviously be the turning of the shoulders. The third phase at the moment is that push away of the arms, We take that one away. So what would happen is we would be kind of here, rather than doing that, and that, we would go kind of there and turn. Yeah, so the club would just be in front of you here. Yeah? It wouldn't rest on your shoulders quite so much. So from a normal setup here now, you would just go here. Okay, because you can see when I was doing this, you still wanted to kind of go out there a little bit in your arms. So we're literally going straight up here now. So the club's there, and then you just turn your back to target, and there you're backswing it. There's no need to do that push away. And I would actually practice that lifting up over your shoulders, even actually the angle where your club's going. You see, it's going over here. You see, yeah. This should be going straight up over your shoulder. So I would say do it against a wall. Yeah. Okay. So from here now, if you imagine this bit of carpet on the side, the carpet there. Okay. So face me still. Okay, so your right foot's on the edge of the carpet there like that, okay? So this concrete bit now was a wall. We're here now nice and loose, let the pressure, the grip pressure, nice and loose. We want to swing this club up so we don't go over the concrete there. Just go over your right shoulder, yeah? You shall have a tendency to want to kind of go out here. So
just to the right of my shoulder, yeah?
So just basically up over your right shoulder. So straight up, there you go, good, yeah? And now turn your shoulders. There you go, yeah? You can actually do that against a wall, yeah? Okay. So we'll do a few of those movements there. Does that kind of make sense? So yeah?
Yes, it does.
Excellent, good stuff, buddy, right.